Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Looks like everything's going to boot up. Give me a moment to turn on the live chat window. And that's all online. Give me another moment to check my other computer and disable OBS preview, save some resources. And looks like everything is good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top left side is the Green Delhi Sultanate. We got Numidian. Spawn bottom right side is the Purple English. We got Scarlet Devil. And we do have an early barracks, so there may be a Vanguard man-at-arms rush potentially. Something I also like to point out as well, Delhi Sultanate has a path to have superior man-at-arms in general than the English. You can overcome armor clad with the honed blades upgrade, and not to mention you can increase attack speed as with the other, the Tower of Victory landmark, rather than the other more common landmark, which its name skipped the top head. You get the discount bargain bin scholars, in which the increased attack speed in general will be greater than network of castles and situationally more effective than network citadels with a +1 damage in total. We do have two Vanguard men-at-arms in the field. Purple will spot the villagers collecting up gold. Green right now needs a little bit more gold before we can age on up. We got the scholar coming over here, provide targeted healing there. These retarget the villager. This wounded villager can just simply fall back. More man-at-arms push way forward. Has right now 153 gold. That's not enough gold. He has 163. And of course, you do need 200. The Delhi Sultanate does not get any special discounts. I should also switch off of him so I don't get the pop-up saying use scholars to research. 5 villagers coming forward. Just needs, it looks like, 30 more gold. Those bring out their knives trying to shank these men-at-arms. Men-at-arms of this age have 2 melee armor, we can withstand a bit. Effectively 33% damage resistance at this moment. Slicing up the damage, splitting up his damage across multiple villagers, not exactly great, and that should be enough villager gold. Yeah, my offhand math suggests it is. The English player has enough gold to age up, just needs more food. Going for the Dome of Faith, that's what I want for bargain bin scholars. Excuse me. And this one is going for pretty much the standard now Abbey of Kings. We do now have, of course, the pair of deployed in the field, pair of housing there. When it comes to map generation, something I haven't really had time to talk about. English small gold deposits behind them, with the other 2 small over here, with the large as well. With one last small over here. So the English player has pretty nice congestion of gold. And the trade post is in a position where the English player can go for a handful of traders in the late game, even though they mostly rely on enclosures. So a good idea to go for enclosures. Or a handful of traders, just get your gold income quite nice. Green's gold deposit up in front, and we know that was not a great spawn for him. And there's also 2 small gold deposits pretty close by each other over here. With the large one way over here. And of course, trade post and a counterpart as well. When it comes to deer deposits, we got the Delhi Sultanate one over here, while the English one's way over here, with a bunch of small ones in the center. So it'll probably be best for the Delhi Sultanate eye for professional scouts. He is queuing it up. But I don't think this player will go for professional scouts, especially when you can just simply go for cheap farms. With a increased collection bonus, which does rival deer income. And with the cost of professional cost costing 450 and each farm costing 37 plus 50 divided by 8, which is, let's just say that's 4. Or no, that'd be 5 is 46. Let's just call it 6. So it's effectively 43 wood per farm. Yeah, the math is not there for professional scouts, and yeah, I suppose that you can always just go for a bit of both. I just say you can get a large number of farms for 500 resources. It looks like purple does go and kill off the sheeple, and the king will be going down. Got Ghazi Raiders. Ghazi Raiders are a hits harder but slower than horsemen. They do retain full horseman speed, unlike Sipahi. And purple is starting to fall back there. Watch these, got a handful of spearmans and a pair of man-at-arms there. English player could go a bit more aggressive feudal age man-at-arms. Of course, like I always say, that is the best unit in the game. The early man-at-arms. We also got quite a bit of stone right here, so all the small gold and all the stone pretty much spawned over here. The English player has this stone as well next to gold. His natural stone's somewhat exposed, but not too bad. Well, Delhi Sultanate stone looks like a bit more spread out. In fact, 1, 2, 3. This stone's actually supposed to be on his side of the map, so slightly not great for green. Keyword on the slight. Scholar trying to pick up the sacred site there with both hands. Good number of Ghazi Raiders now charging him in. He's trying to kill off that scholar. The scholar is down. The king is likely going to die. The king does have ever so slightly more movement speed, which does matter. It sort of does interrupt a lot of the engagement stuff. And oh, great positioning there, the horseman. He's just trying to barge himself into formation to slow him down. Spearman charges way forward and saves the king. King needs to fall back to the abbey and use that +6 health regen aura. He can heal himself with 2 health regen, but I think the 6 health regen Pia very useful right now. Of course, still got a pile of research now for the Delhi Sultanate player. No additional scholars over there just yet. Sheeple still there. If I was going to go back to the professional scout talking about it, how I was saying 43 resources per farm, this is cost 450. So that's effectively, what, 11 farms? How many villages would be collecting upon that same amount of deer? 11, probably a little bit more than 11. But of course, the farms would be infinite food resource, so it's, in my opinion, a bit not very mathematical for English players to go for professional scouts. So, as always, there's also an argument to help deny the deer to your opponent is an argument as well.
Okay, that.
Now I've got these walls going on up. Good number of spearmen there with a couple men-at-arms. We do have now the King's Palace been full in field. You know, you usually see the White Tower. The King's Palace is a secondary town center. Not a bad idea to have sometimes. Delhi Sultanate tends to get out a village fortress, which turns all your fortress keeps into town centers. So this will at least help him. Whoop, I missed this. But it looks like none of those villagers do go down. Of course, if the English player aging up, he will have a tech advantage for quite some time. His opponent, when he ages up, only alive can get small core units without veteran upgrades. So right now, the English player, if you were to rush out armor-clad and veteran man-at-arms and more armor upgrades, there's quite a lot of large things to say, it should be incredibly effective at this moment. Engineers to boot along with it. Because right now the archer's doing 6 damage with man-at-arms. Castle Age man-at-arms have 4 armor, 6 armor with armor clad, 8 armor with all the blacksmith upgrades. Even if they do get up to age 3 fully upgraded, it'll do 1 damage each, so you have to rely on crossbow, which he simply does not have access to at this moment. King's Palace does pick up a horseman. The wall has been set ablaze. And there goes nearby walls. Villagers trying to get into to the capital. One villager does go down there, freshly built from the King's Palace. House of Lornans now being researched. It looks like Green does have 4 scouts in the field. He is probably going for some professional scouts. I see some professional scholars. Wait, nope, they're discounted scholars, so they're not professionals. They're still trying to get a profession, because right now experience is worth more than education. All 6 sides have been captured by Green, which does give him a nice little bit extra income. Right now he's at 300 gold per minute, which he does have 6 billion gold. In fact, he has 375 gold per minute from sacred sites at the exact moment. Scholars here being sacked. Got some Ghazi Raiders here. With other horsemen, and King should be just fine. Counter charge there. The King, while is a decent combatant, not really an excellent combatant. Horsemen being cycled around. If you can somehow keep the wounded ones alive, you can simply head back to Abbey, get them good health regen. And looks like Green does fall back. Was sent forward a little bit piecemeal. And now if you try and decapture the sacred site there, the King's health regen will be applied. We do have now some nice pull in the field. The English player is not going for veteran horsemen, going for veteran spearmans. More farms going on up. Knight here slowly being picked apart and stabbed repeatedly. Own blades, veteran spearmen, just a whole pile of upgrades. Such as herbal medicine. Scholar now heading down south to that 6 site once again. Lancer pushes his way forward. No crossbowman just yet. He's finding his English, so there's a pretty safe assumption he should go for crossbowman. Common metas right now is to build knights quickly. And not to mention, English relies heavily on man-at-arms, so there's just a good argument to just preemptively just pull out crossbowmen. We do have a number of man-at-arms on the field right now, 7 of them. The armor-clad's probably researched. No, it's not. A number of lancers there. Got some horsemen over here. Couple longbow employed in the field. I'm going for 2 more. I thought, oh, does pull out some palings there. Which does not impale anything, since there's nothing nearby to be impaled or to keep the palings built. And Green is now just getting a lot of damage on Purple's army. Spearman rotate around, does get some damage on those lancers. Purple just needs to stall out, get some more reinforcements. I got a monk here. Could try out for a Wolo around here and try to bait him to that. The large number of villagers need to be pulled out of there. Maybe try to sneak back there, but that's not going to be a possibility. Going to be using villagers as bait. They did largely against that outpost, but of course there's too many of them. Got some English crossbowmen now being pulled in the field. And the English knights and man-arms managed to stay alive due to their high durability. Lancers didn't really stick around as much. Horsemen this weekend, nice little flank there. Not veteran horsemen, but regular horsemen should still be adequate. Couple longbowmen finding some fire support there. He does not have veteran longbowmen being has been researched, but is being researched. Too many villagers up front. Looks like he is running out of space. He has at the ends of the earth. Take that, globetards. I don't know why that line I keep on hearing the English villagers saying hit block. It's good. I always hear it as Hitler is good. Either way, we do have Lancers starting to go on down. Lancers do impale some of those villagers. Right now the English player has 63 villagers versus 56. And looks like more of these villagers have gone down. More crossbowmen, longbowmen being pulled in the field. Horsemen and knight trying to intercept the Lancers. Villagers trying to lay down some walls. I think he would try to trap his opponent, but he did not. Oh well, basic round of walls there wouldn't be half bad either way. All 6 sites still captured by green, but purple's starting to decapture them now. Looks like the time frame was 9 minutes 59 seconds, so they weren't all captured for too long. Just 2 of them probably captured for a decent amount of time. Armor-clad now being finalized. Let's see, and right now its opponent's going for too many archers. Of armor-clad, these guys are doing 1 damage each, which is not good at all. Green needs a heavy amount of more crossbowmen. Lancers are nice and all. Let's see. 32 military units versus 58. Green has a far superior army value as well. Going for more delicious berries and an outpost. Looks like purple's largely eating through his tree deposits. Green has largely ate through 1. The other one's largely untouched. Villager does go down. Village fortress is being researched. This probably keep somewhere over here. A lot of resources there. So stone, gold, berries, and if we can provide some pressure towards the outpost, or at least put a minor sphere of influence. Over here, we do have a gold deposit. More villagers building some more walls. Horseman and knight moving around. The king has... Not sure the same king or a different king. I think that's actually the same king, hasn't it? No kill counters in this game, so can't really tell. Palace's ultimate bound being pulled in the field, which will give him gunpowder elephants. English player is very far from aging up. Why is at least someone's able to age up so soon? Purple's nowhere near aging up, and Purple has small army value and has a higher sword value. And yet he has a pretty good gold stockpile. Could be the extra economic use. So surprised Green's able to age up with such a pretty good, strong economy. Aging up this early course will give the advanced upgrades and the university upgrades nice and early. He needs to go for 1, maybe 2 universities, get those research going, and start queuing up everything. He hasn't queued up everything. It'd probably be a good idea if players who play Deadly Sultanate to set up a macro so if they age up, they can hit a button and just quickly go through all the hotkeys of the structures and queue up all the upgrades. So you don't have to go through each structure individually. You just simply click a button and try to spam out the upgrades. You have an outpost here, being fortified, no weapon placement. Deadly Sultan economy is doing still quite strong. He's not built any more military units, but he still has a pretty good stockpile of resources. Getting everything starting to queue on up now. He does have Incendiary, so he does have a university on the field. Or is it the Islamic name for it? Yeah. How do you pronounce that? Madrasa? Probably butchered that name well enough. I've been told what it was pronounced at one point in time, then I forgot gradually over time. Let's just say it's a word I don't say too often. The walls have been breached again. More farms going on up. This one could be cancelled and repositioned. Oh well, he can always still build another mill right there. Got some gold there. Slightly more dangerous. There's 4,000 gold deposits unspoiled. Once again, still power research over here. English player is now going for the Berkshire Palace in nice central position. 2 fortified outposts there, upgraded spring golds. This is, of course, going to be the main point of, will likely be the main point of contention. It'll also provide a lot of fire support to protect this sacred site from going down. And bells will ring, so he knows there's an enemy nearby. Spring gold fires away there. Purple's armies coming a little bit piecemeal. Got a large number of veteran archers. We've got some hand cannoneers playing field. They're being properly focused down there. Longbow in general would be a good couple item right now, both versus the archers and versus the hand cannoneers. Not great versus the lancers, but can't be a perfect unit. And there's Berkshire Palace. They provide excellent coverage, particularly against this sacred site. This should help prevent any sort of sacred site victory, though this one's pretty easy enough to secure. Got some gunpowder elephants now. Oh, some palings got deployed on the field. Of course, the palings don't actually work if there's not a longbowman nearby, last time I checked. Though I think it was at one point in time. I've seen the paling ability so rarely, I forget if it was still bugged out where this can impale stuff. Personally, I would not mind a slight rework for our palings, where they become a target entity to be destroyed. Just say it's pretty easy to destroy with melee damage, maybe range attacks doesn't really hit them, but so they stay there, but also make it so that horsemen don't run into them, and basically a quick producible wall, which would probably should cost some resources, maybe 3 wood each. Well, gunpowder elephants firing away. They're not classified as gunpowder or light gunpowder units, so longbow will not get bonus damage. And tower elephants have really high range armor inherently and can get even higher. I think they get up like to 13 or 14 in total. The longbow basically have no chance of piercing its hide. You have to use spearmen and horsemen effectively. Mangonels can do bonus damage, but their high health pool will make just mangonels too slow in that aspect. Closest research has been researched. Got bombarded there. You can always garrison the Berkshire Palace to get extra defensive arrows to help defend itself against the bombard. Plus, he does also have a pair of spring golem placements. Spearmen moving around.
Spearmen, forstanden fasten, it will obey us.
Oh, some of these villages are going down. There is a hole there. Spearmen push, trying to torch something down. Got these various forces pursuing the bombards. And looks like these lands will be cleaned on up. Scholar here. Oh no. Oh no. Some spearmen I think got converted. Actually, no, it looks like none of them got converted. I could have sworn a good number of them was in some of the radius, but maybe I was looking at the wrong radius. We do now have a number of archers here. Those palings still exist there. I wonder if the cavalry will actually run into them and get impaled on them. Horsemen do get picked off there. We do now have the elite horseman upgrade for Magenta. Magenta does, or purple has good army here. Over here, we got some villagers finding some amount of archers. Looks like he was trying to go for some various stuff there. Try to steal some of his opponent's gold. Hand cannoneers, I think I'll focus down some hand cannoneers. Looks like their swords just splitting the fire right now. They will get picked off. Got some walls there. And green is starting to seize more of this gold, more of the stone, with two or many of these keeps here, but they're not actually being built from as village fortresses. Horsemen push way forward, trying to take out some of these archers. A little bit outnumbered though. 5 damage versus 11 damage, or 5 or 7 armor versus 11 damage. Bombards hit some of these spearmen. Engineers fires a volley there. Horsemen push their way forward, trying to pick off some of these villagers. We do now have elite knights being researched by the English player. Don't think he has biology just yet. He does have biology. He's going to have fully upgraded knights soon. Though he's not really building any knights, so I think he's maybe just trying to get that research going. So if he does need to, he does need to get some more blacksmith research. He's also going for siege works. No siege engineers. We got right now 5 gunpowder elephants in the field, but currently he's at pop cap, 4 bombards, handful of Ghazi raiders, a good number of archers and cannoneers. So Delhi-Son is a little bit vulnerable to horsemen at the moment. English player does have 7 more horsemen queued on up, along with the 7 he has on the field. But he's also at pop cap, and those said 7 horsemen are right here. At least I count 6 of them. Scout is down, not big surprise. He will perhaps pick off a free gunpowder elephant. So he does have some scholars he got ejected nearby to get some healing. Berkshire Palace gets some damage onto those Ghazi raiders. Horsemen trying to pick off some of these horsemen. And the elephant does go for a drive-by. Horsemen getting bombarded. Ghazi raiders trying to pick off some more of these villagers. Got hand cannoneer and spearmen help protect them. Couple of short bow villagers there, another spearman as well. Does pick off the wounded Ghazi raiders first. And purple is advancing over here as well. Crossbowmen, hand cannoneers firing away. Crossbowmen just veteran or castle age, not even veteran. And looks like hand cannoneers are doing a good job focusing down some of the gunpowder elephants, getting some good damage there. They do right now have 750 health, which is quite a bit. But a bit of focus fire, they can quickly go on down. More hand cannoneers being pulled up by the English player with more knights and good number of spearmen. I think he should go a bit more heavy in horsemen right now. Just be hyper cost effective. Though right now, got some gold still available here, which green's not really obtaining. Green does have 4 relics, which is a good amount of gold income. He has a good resource stockpile right now, green has. Purple sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel. Looks like Paling's... looks like it's being stripped there. Berkshire Palace takes some beatings. Magician's trying to push right forward. Horsemen and Knights on the flank. Ghazi raiders being summoned. We got some Gilons pushing forward with the Holden Blades upgrade. Purple still has a good number of these hand cannoneers, which looks like the green archer's not really focusing on purple's hand cannoneers. Spearmen, English spearmen push right forward. Does take us some of these bombards there. Bombards are getting caught up in formation. Guards being summoned. Got units just being streamed on in from both sides. But right now, purple's hand cannoneer line has been quite good. Not to mention his knight line has been largely uncontested. Purple makes a nice good bit of counterattack there, but the hand cannoneer elephants are making some good attacks while moving. They're getting focused heavily down by purple's hand cannoneers. More man arms being summoned by green. Without Tower of Victory, they're going to be inferior to purple's man arms. So if he gets away from a network of castles, they will be superior. Horsemen and Knights trying to focus on the bombards. And it looks like overall purple's hand cannoneers just remain untargeted by the opponent's archers. There's only 3 of them left in the field. English player has a pretty low reserve of food and wood, with some reserve of gold. At least on the player has a good food and gold reserve. Not much wood though. and has a bit of unit queue going. Purple, not so much, but these number of knights and hand cannoneers, but he's not a pop cap. This player now has 108 villagers. I think he's been having trouble with a lack of number of villagers. He has all the farming upgrades. This gold deposit could be contested. These gold deposits still here as well. Looks like Green's gold reserves largely through passive sources. There's just still so much gold left on his side of the map. Purple could eye for a handful of traders, but right now his right side of the map is basically forfeited. Yep, there's no way to get a trade post there. In fact, Green even ate all these trees. Purple could either push forward to his opponent's base. Purple has villager's buck of wood there. And looks like he's going to try to grab some gold. Unupgraded outpost. But right now he does have a staggering 10 fire armor. There's one reason why Mongols raid is very limited what civilization you have to fight against. A lot of civilizations have free fire armor bonuses, like Absolute Dynasty, which is basically hard counter the Mongols. Purple is streaming on in. We got the capital being garrisoned. There's a large number of Ghazi raiders. Purple's pushing forward, getting tied up some lumber camps. Various outposts still exist, but they can easily focus down. Purple's losing a good number of villagers. Green has a slightly more amount at the moment. Good number of mangonels there. Knights are packing on off. Do have some war elephants, which are classified as armor, so they take bonus damage from crossbowmen. And they also do have a spearman in the back that does good damage versus cavalry. Knights trying to engage Ghazi raiders. You know, these forces are being picked on off. Mangonels do get a bit of damage there. Bombard picking off some of these units. Knights push way forward. Hand cannoneers still in the back line. Got a good number of green hand cannoneers though. Magenta has, or purple has 21. Green has 33. Though we do have some of these guys come to a nice bit of flank. Mangonels get a good volley there on these hand cannoneers though. Good number of the green hand cannoneer elephants are sort of going down. But the war elephants are holding the line. They have really high health, 1,232. Next round of reinforcements being brought on in, with include a number of spearmans. Looks like all the gunpowder elephants has gone down. I would recommend probably another mining camp. Looks like these villagers have been picked on off. We now have the elite arming tactics. So it looks like he's lacking some total scholars. Minimal scholars available on the for research at the moment. There are Hall Dolls, which also gives all tower elephants, including the gunpowder elephants, +4 range armor. Knights moving around, got some Ghazi raiders trying to torch down some gates, or the walls next to said gates. Lance or Knights do get pretty good charge attack there. Wall has been incinerated. You could try deleting the wall segment next to it to save the gate. We do now have the grease axles and wood chopping research. Large number of barracks being built here. Another outpost going on up. The number of Ghazi Raiders and hand cannoneers is a composition. Longbow, of course, will still be good for the hand cannoneers as well as the mangonels. Right now, the English player has a good number of knights, just going to try to do some brute force. Horsemen to be mixed on in wouldn't be half bad. It'd be a good counter to the hand cannoneers. And right now, the English player does have equal reserve of wood and gold, so getting some horsemen mixed in could make prolong his gold. Horsemen would just simply be superior versus the hand cannoneers. Of course, knights would just be superior in literally everything else. The house garrison effect is researched. Oh, and the king has been redeployed. Long live the king. Lumber camp goes down. And got some spearmen cleaning up some of these villagers. Good amount of damage onto these bombards. Does take them out there. Knights manage to engage as well. You will lose good number of these Ghazi Raiders. Does lose 2 of these bombards. But those good enough Ghazi Raiders that went down, so maybe an equal trade. Which may be good for purple at this moment. Both sides are maxed out. Green has a pretty good resource stockpile of everything. Purple does not, just a good amount of food. Picking up stone now. You can always sell the stone off for a premium. And we still got these gold deposits here. One's almost completely seized, the other one is completely unspoiled. If Purple's able to just help clear out this area, he can take the stone he's collecting up now in order to secure a trade path to the market. Four bombards will make short work of this keep. Those are villagers trying to build an outpost. Walls do go down. Villagers do not automatically target the short bow. Booming some walls, a little bit of ill-opportune time. He blocks out his own response force. Bombards clean up all of these threats. The keep has been set ablaze. These villagers can take time to repair since the bombards did not finish off. Ghazi Raiders push away forward, intercepted by some spearmen. Got a lot of English knights still on the field though. And the Deadly Summer player still has a large number of hand cannoneers. Green's now going for chemistry. I didn't have that properly queued up. He is still going for the armor tech, so it just probably took a long time to get it researched. Spearmen charge way forward, trying to deal with the elephants, knights as well. Handful of Ghazi Raiders push way forward. The king is dead. Elephants being completely surrounded there. Hand cannoneers firing away, but I think they're overkilling a lot of stuff. They're starting to split the fire now. Purple has good number of bombards. One does get taken out by some Gazi Raiders. News player has a good queue of spearmen and horsemen, with some hand cannons being deployed on the field. All of his knights are down, barring one, with one more on the way. He also has 3 crossbowmans. Bombards firing away. Looks like they're a little bit exposed right now. Being hit by some Gazi Raiders. Horsemen spear and charge before, trying to deal with these hand cannoneers. Got the bombards shooting each other now. Purple has more. Green does get the first kill though. Purple's springing more spear. It does have a number of hand cannoneers over here. It looks like Purple's trying to fall back now. Purple has armor size 66 versus 103. With twice the amount of value in favor of green. Or horseman spearmen being summoned. He does hit the bombards with the spearmen, though some of the guys try to do manage to slip on by. That bombard does stay alive. And here credited by a villager. Berkshire Palace getting some good defensive shots. Archers hit, or those are man arms heading down south. Couple lumber camps here. Looks like Purple's getting a little bit desperate for wood. Somehow Purple got consumed all his food. He has 88 villagers versus 94, so maybe he's lacking some villagers. He has a good queue of them going though, into a open area. Walls starting to get set ablaze. Man arms slowly being whittled down. Green has a sizable army pushing over here. We do have villagers collecting wood from a stray tree. Spearman man at arms here. Each player does have 17 mana armed or hand cannoneers, while Purple has 42. Got some mana arms being pulled in the field by the English player. And the villagers are going down as well. There's still this deer deposit. If he needs food and has idle villagers, he can always eat deer. Eat some venison. Man arms there. Bombards, mangonels firing away. These forces falling on back now. Purple does not have access to incendiary arrows at the moment. Guys, the Raiders and Mayors will be going on down here. Purple does have 13 gunpowder. Looks like some of these elephants will be picked off by these horsemen. More hand cannoneers and man arms being sent by the Deadly Summer player. The Deadly Summer player still has a massive reserve of resources. The English player still does not have a great stockpile. Magnos push the way forward. Does get decent volley there. Got a bit of AoE health regen, looks like. or just a large number of scholars. This elephant's starting to get healed on up. Bombards sort of getting fall behind. Horsemen, they like to hit either the cannoneers or the bombards, so there's a number of Gilons in front of them. Not Gilons, men-at-arms. Cannoneers firing away. Greens push way forward. Mangonels fires a volley there on those man-at-arms. Gauzier is trying to intercept these bombards. More spearmen and knights pushing way forward. Volley there on those hand cannoneers. One Mangonel remains. Green still has a good number of bombards. Purple's trying to fall back. Purple's economy just hasn't been keeping up with Green's. Purple has a higher destroyed value. So I really don't know how Green's economy's just been staying so strong. Serpentine gunpowder now being researched. I guess Green's economy is doing so well just because these passive gold incomes through the relics, the sacred site that has improved income, and not to mention the free gunpowder elephants, which is a pretty good value unit. It says it's worth 1,000 for 3 population. Plus, he does have all the research, and the final gold research is very strong, able to get more drop-off, make all of his existing gold far more effective. Mangonels fires a volley there, gets a good volley on some hand cannoneers. Though the Mangonel's starting to get focused down now. Another Mangonel goes down. Looks like he was trying to target one thing, does go down with not a lot of extra volleys there. Spearmen, horsemen, knights push way forward. Purple's starting to fall back now. Purple's having trouble remaxing. Trying to go for more knights, spearmen, hand cannoneers, horsemen. A mix of everything. Has 2 Mangonels in the field help deal with the hand cannoneers. Down south, I did not see a couple of these units slipped on through. Looks like a number of units managed to slip on through. Did not see. There must be a hole somewhere that's been recently repatched. Over here? Not sure. X is over there. We've got these barracks probably being rallied to every single location. Switch between the players. Looks like this one's being rallied right there. They're all being rallied right there. That's where these main arms are slipping on in. Purple still scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to resources. Green still has a pretty good stockpile, though it has shrunk a little bit. Good damage on those horsemen. Mangonels push their way forward. Spearmen do take a bit of hits there. Horsemen push their way forward. These Wolfens likely be going down. Mangonels get a volley on these various man-at-arms and spearmen. Gaugeators push their way forward. Mangonels finds a volley there, and the English player has resigned. This is Angrid saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Last night I didn't get much sleep, so I'm going to try to see if I can't get one more replay done. I'm just a little bit on the exhausted side. Next one is from this person. Let's see, Hill and Dale, 1023. Yep, this one. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom right side is Yellow Order of the Dragon. Got Mother Lode. Spawn top left side is the pink Jeanne d'Arc. We got Despair Jardy. When it comes to this map has, of course, pre-securable deposit of deer. And we also have an early barracks here. Plenty of gold on this map for both players to claim. A little bit less saturated in this side, which also feels like more favored towards pink. This side has a gold deposit pretty close by for pink to get out to. This is something that Jeanne d'Arc may want to go for a secondary talent center to help secure it. Plenty of other gold deposits over here for yellow to secure. And goes for an outpost there. Jeanne d'Arc right now herself is no different than any other villager, though she does have more health. She has 6 damage, normal attack speed, normal bow, and all that sort. 150 health as opposed to 50 health. And to respawn her in this age costs 100 gold. Oh, it's sort of nice now that the it's been a while since I cast Jeanne d'Arc. I think it's the first time I cast with the fact that she's now visible up here. You can see. No, I think I've cast her once or twice before. You don't really see Jeanne d'Arc too much anymore. Looks like she is going for early wheelbarrow. She's going for a delayed age up. Of course, so did the Order of the Dragon player. Order of the Dragon's actually pretty close to aging up, though. Aachen Chapel to be employed on the field. Jeanne d'Arc just needs a bit more gold. Probably go for School of Cavalry. School of Cavalry now being built. Jeanne d'Arc currently is this. Starting to repair up that mill. Wants to continuously grind those deer up to a thin red paste and mill them into a form of ground venison. Already seen the Hardened Spearman upgrade. Early man at arms is still going to be very useful. It does go for the Huntress variant. Does use Divine Arrow there. And does finish off that Gilded Spearman. Of course, gets 16 experience from him. We do have some early Royal Knights employed in the field. Or Dragon has nothing. Let's just going to go for a fast castle. Could be for Regnius Cathedral, could go for Bolgrave Palace. Bolgrave Palace is good, equivalent to over 3 relics, but less than 4 relics if continuously built from. These villagers do have 65 health. Divine Arrow does 40 damage. She does have at least one charger. I probably should switch over to her to see the number of charges. Knight charges way forward. It gets impaled. It does impale the scout. And does save that villager, but barely. Knight's take a bit of damage there. Could use Divine Restoration to heal them up. Probably a good idea just to fall back and wait till Chivalry at this point in time. Or the dragon player just needs a bit more food and gold, or just food at this point in time. Has a good number of villagers collecting up sheeple. And Rugni's Cathedral now being pulled in the field. Healthy, nice push way forward, trying to raid the mill. This map, we do have a relic in the center, which is contestable. This relic should be pretty safe for yellow to secure. The other three relics are pretty safe over here. It looks like Jean d'Arc has a bit of better relic spawns there. There's more relics on her side. Knights do charge forward, doesn't get the 1-2 swipe. Then again, these villagers are healthy enough, they don't die to the 1-2 swipe. 1-2 swipe does 29-19. Let's just round that up to 30 and 20. With the charge bonus of what? Plus 10 damage? I don't see the ability there. Am I crazy? Gains bonus charge damage, so I forget how much, but I don't know why. I just don't see the ability there. Wasn't there always ability there, or is it only when the upgrade gets for it? Maybe just gonna go a bit crazy. I am a bit sleep deprived. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Guild Hall now being researched. Consecration is now available for Jean d'Arc. Knights moving around, does not build those walls in time. Remember as well, these villagers are 28 or 29% more effective. The gilded villagers, while also costing 20% less. So add, this times this, increase this by 28%, which is not exactly easy to do. Let's just say add 7 there, so I think yellow does have economic advantage. It's hard to say when it comes to consecrate. First consecration was on the town's leader. Can always consecrate the School of Cavalry. Do now the veteran royal knights being researched. Got some gilded knights pulled in the field as well. Jean d'Arc will get impaled pretty severely. Does activate consecration. Activates divine restoration there. These knights are far too wounded, able to impale the prelate, and the Jean d'Arc will actually be pulled back there. These knights need to fall back. Got a healthy knight here, so technically pink can win the fight if the healthy knight gets attacked. Get some charge damage there. It's just plus 3 damage at the moment. Just trying to focus on the wounded knights. Let's pick off a wounded knight there. The other knight is now starting to fall back. And do now Chivalry being researched. It's something that she probably needed a little bit long time ago. And we do now have a monastery going on up, trying to grab some relics. Looks like yellow has claimed 2 relics and picked up a 3rd. I saw a +2 somewhere, so either way, it looks like all the relics have been falsely obtained. Looks like this prelate's going to try to steal this relic. Looks like he will be successful, just leaving this 1 remaining. Oh, Okay, that one does get spotted and killed off. Knight and Scout push way forward, impales a archer. John Arc is building more feudal age archers, does not have veteran archers being researched at the moment. Monk will likely be going down, or does not. All 6 are catch up by Pink, all 2 of them, or all 6 has been catched by Jean d'Arc. There's a handful of basic walls here. Relic picked up by Yellow. So Yellow, if he grabs all the relics, that would be massive. Portal Dragonfly is going for some gilded crossbowmen now, which makes sense against Jean d'Arc, who's going for Royal Knights. Southern Second Side has been decaptured. Boar is partially being grabbed, halfway obtained. Another roll, or regular knight, gilded knight to push way forward. Divine arrow was utilized on that one, does get picked off by the outpost. Right now, Jean d'Arc still not at level 3 just yet. Royal Knights charging way forward. And the Gilded Knight is starting to fall back now. Trying to run away from the Royal Knights, but looks like he will be successful. Some Chivalry being activated there. Good number of Gilded Crossbowmen, handful of Horsemen for a bit of durability in front. Gilded Horseman has 310 health, and they have the same base cost as the Royal Knights, so they offer a bit more durability for the same cost, barring the population cost. So this should be a decent front line for the Gilded Crossbowmen. Royal Knights are going down there. Now the red pals being established by Pink right here will help secure the Sacred Site there and provides a good presence towards some nearby gold deposits. Another Gilded Crossbowman here. They do have 6 tower range, which is quite nice. And Jean d'Arc's power to hit level 3, which the amount of crossbows she's fighting against, she may go for Jean's Raiders rather than Jean's Champions. Plus 40 experience quite a bit. She needs to level up. There's a lot of valuable experience here. She does go for, of course, the Mounted Archer. I think I saw Jean's Champion as an option to be summoned rather than Jean's Raiders. Yep, looks like she may have gone for... Yep, she does go for Champions. Though, particularly right now, Raiders may be a better option. Since Raiders do get bonus damage versus Crossbowmen. Professional or survival techniques. I'm not sure why Jean d'Arc's actually going for survival techniques. Only a couple deer carcasses remain here. Horsemen taking out this scout. Got these forces getting healed on up. Got the veteran horseman research now on the way. Arbiteers now being queued on up by Jean d'Arc. Outpost taking a fair amount of damage. Outpost has been set up blaze, but should be saved and will be repaired on up. The boar has 242 health left, or food left. Honestly, there's probably a bit of an argument to say it's not even worth trying to repair the outpost, but the outpost at least still provides a good spotting tool, and that is a bit of a choke point over there. Good horseman there. Yeah, that's actually still a good idea to keep the outpost alive just to get the good spotting right there. Because you look at the mini map, a lot of trees there, very congested. House of Swabi is being deployed in the field will help Yellow fabricate more villagers. Add 28%, so let's say plus 15, so roughly 65 versus 56. Of course, Jean d'Arc is classified for ranged animals, so she will see bonus damage from melee cavalry, or light cavalry. Horsemen, let's just leave it at that. Imperial Age has been researched, does inside the outpost. Knights backing off, trying to intercept these horsemen. Of course, there's one defensive arbalist emplacement now in the capital, thanks to the Red Palace. Consecration was utilized somewhere. I see it. Oh, probably on this stable that's not even fully built. Yellow's going for Tithe Barn. We got a Wololo there. He does back himself in the corner. Good temp with the Wololo. Divine Arrow there. I think he hit the not dead, almost dead one. Julius get a good amount of experience from these good horsemen. Divine Arrow is not needed there, but it's pretty hard to use a good number of charges like that. We do have now Gamazin be research at +2 range damage for Jean d'Arc. We're Empire player going for a level 3 melee armor and going for some spearmen. So this is the point where Jean's champions will be better than Jean's riders. The more spearmen being put in the field. Red Palace is in a good position there to help provide presence towards the sixth site, the gold deposit, and help protect his base entrance here. A bit of stone walls here could be quite useful to go towards trees to force units towards the Red Palace. Not to mention a bit of shrubbery there for our ambush capabilities as well, and become bush. Because they become bush. Those will not be picked off there. Got a cannon placement. He does have 4 relics versus 1. Outpost here for a relic with spring golden placements. Spring golden placement firing away. Guildhall. How's Guildhall coming along? Has a good amount of food stored on up. French player needs actually pretty low on food at the moment. And needs more gold before aging. Or, no, she's already aged up. My mind's melted right now. Actually, right now, it does need to get some more farmers on the field. She's used some keeps in the back line to protect her farmers quite nicely. They got one of the villagers there, will be picked off. Basic gate here, cleaning up some delicious venison. And we do have more reinforcements being summoned over here. Got some cannon place, cannons being blown in the field. Horsemen backing on off, got greased axles being researched. Gold deposit here, so it's 3,000 gold left. Bit of stone being collected up, just a small amount, just probably just getting enough to get future keeps. Just not immediately so keeps. They're also trying to go for outposts over here as well. A couple villagers on berries. Don't need too many to collect up a small amount of berries. How many villagers went down here? There must have been some pretty good cannon shots there to take out that formation. They also all pulled out some torches and sort of stacked up and got annihilated. Biology being researched by the Lord of the Dragon player. We got these horses now falling on back a little bit. We got 6 bronze champions on the field. Next round's almost available as well. Another round champions have been summoned. Most of the villagers are going to be shanking the monk, making him extra holy. Tasking this Jean d'Arc over there just to get some experience at killing peasants. Monk has 12 health remaining. One more stab from a villager would probably not take him out. The armor tactics now being researched by the Lord of the Dragon player. Jean d'Arc has a nice number of villagers. Now I have a nice even 70. We do now have the companion equipment now being researched. Product does go down. Spring golem placement here for a little bit of defense. Pink's now trying to get some basic outposts going. Has a fortified outpost here with no weapon placement. And that villager does go down there. This horseman took a fair amount of damage, 140 health. Divine Arrow right now is doing 100 damage. Does not finish off this one. Cannon placement firing away. Jean d'Arc has gone down. And gets immediately resummoned. She will be missing out a decent amount of experience here. Got a good number of horsemen just slowly advancing away forward. Needed to get out formation of the cannon, start advancing. Horsemen charge way forward. Got a number of prods here for a bit of empowerment. Cannons ripped apart that outpost in no time. This Jean d'Arc does get some experience there, so she's starting to get close to distance. Able to get some good enough experience when these units start being picked on off. cannon placement does, or the cannons do report the gate there. Mill goes down. More experience tickers for Jeanne d'Arc. She's going to level up in no time. Just needs another 700. Trebuchet does not give her experiences. She was too far away. She's also too far away from this action here, so not getting experience. Yellow is collecting up gold from on the flank, but not very well secure. He has enough stone to get out a keep over there. It's really good here. Spring ball placement getting emergency repairs now. Cannon's getting distracted, and some will just live idle. Divine Restoration gets a good shot there. Arbaletiers firing away. And Pink's starting to fall back now. Pink, Jeanne d'Arc needs to cast more Divine Arrows, I would say. Jeanne d'Arc has been focused down. And she does have enough gold to redeploy herself. Jeanne d'Arc right now has a pretty good resource reserve. And here comes the red palace annihilating this entire formation. Culverin now deployed on the field as well. Takes out some of these outposts now. Cannons are advancing, trying to counter barrage culverins. Double taps it. Looks like may have not got a shot off one of these guys. Hits the fortified outpost twice. Culverin getting battered. Has 240 health at the moment, or total, versus the maximum health of 190, so no siege works just yet for Jeanne d'Arc. Going for Crossbusters, has not redeployed her, probably should go for her. But it does not have enough gold at the moment. She will cost 500 gold right now to get resummoned. Cannon does go down there. He's gonna fall back there. Cannons, the only thing that she really needs to be safe, she can just simply move herself to the red palace and let it do all the work. Chemistry now being researched by yellow. Some of King's horsemen do go down. No royal bloodlines just yet. Jeanne d'Arc is now out of gold. This gold deposit doesn't have too much left, and she's starting to seize up this gold deposit now. Trying to push her forward into the red palace. Garrisoning anything there would just be a far, far superior DPS. At least being able to keep the crossover nice and safe. Looks like the red palace is focused on the dragon cannoneers. Another round of villagers going down there. How annoying for Pink to deal with. Guess something in Battery Ram 2 to clean up these outposts wouldn't be half bad. She does have siege workshops with her cannon placements, or cannon units. So deploying out a Battery Ram 2 to just clean up the flanks is just simply a possibility. Horsemen trending down south. There's some basic wooden walls there. Got some exposed idle villagers. Horsemen straight forward. Do have Jeanne d'Arc redeployed on the map. Getting a decent amount of experience there. About 100 more experience. Villagers here going down. Or the Dragon player has a superior number of villagers. Not to mention they're already superior quality. Add 28% to this. So I'm just going to say add plus 30. So he effectively has 141 villagers versus just 80. So the Order of Dragon's income is far superior. Not to mention, upgrade-wise, it's also superior as well. Though it's hard to estimate consecration sometimes. And she does not have the gold reduction cost of sentence, consecration at the moment. Focus down these horsemen. Order Dragon's going for a stripping gunpowder, more melee damage, and another cannon placement. Spearman goes down. Hitting that cannon or trebuchet quite nicely. A couple of villagers preparing for the Red Palace. Get some of those units there. The Ungilded Trebuchet is getting some decent damage. Does take the Trebuchet there. Spearman push way forward, hitting the keep multiple times. Arbiter is firing away, Hanky is firing. Trebuchet engages the keep. Jean d'Arc should get enough experience to level up, does get enough experience to level up. He probably has to do the AoE empower, does get the AoE empowerment. Increasing attack speed of the Arbiteers down to 1.41 seconds, so they're firing even faster than cross or archers. And she does have a more powerful Divine Arrow. The Divine Blast does 150 damage, a great way to hit siege weapons. Dragon Cannoneer is slowly being engaged. Let's go for another Divine Blast. No, just go for regular shots there. Gets wiped out. It costs 1,000 gold to get her replaced. Trebuchet soaking some shots there. Do now have royal bloodlines being researched. Another keep over here. Yellow just has defenses everywhere. Though pink still has income, gold income. And this one probably the next one be a bit more dangerous, but still can be protected by the Red Palace. Outpost there does go down. Still got the mining camp though. Nothing too important. Out of wood. That's a bit of a problem. Since it's a landmark, you do acquire wood to get repairs. Let's drop off that pile of wood they had in their hands. They don't have too much wood for repairs at the moment. These trebuchets, well, one of the trebuchets were pretty wounded, does get knocked out by the cannons. Force him to push right forward. Needs to get some units and gears inside the Red Palace. Cannons playing Ring Around the Rosie. One of the cannons to go down. Another one goes down as well. Spear and push forward. Red Palace does go down, which is a very important defensive placement right now. Grand Cannoneer is firing away. More horsemen being summoned, but they're being intercepted by spearmans. Jean d'Arc can now be resummoned. One village is going to go on down. Jean d'Arc has been redeployed. Those are taking some damage there from the horsemen. Right now, Pink's calling is not super great at the moment. He's going for more horsemen, more arbiteers. Trebuchets take out a house. They've become a bit of a home wrecker. And now the school cavalry is under fire. More reinforcements being summoned. We also got another Jean's champions. She did also go for the bombard deployment as well. Horsemen trying to eye for a nice flank to engage those trebuchets among the hand cannoneers. These guys are also getting quite nice and powered, getting plus 50% damage, which is quite good for hand cannoneers who already have high base damage. Monster does go down to one relic. One of the prelates could actually... Yep, prelate's trying to grab it. But does receive a bombarded into his face. But manages to live. And do now have the war horses charge. Less damage upon charging. Does find the monk there. The monk does go down, or prelate I should say. Hankanir will be going down. More prelates trying to pick up those relics. Those are trying to push forward, trying to build some outposts here. Has a bit of stone to work with. Probably trying to go for some outposts, fortified spring gold or cannon placements. With that much cost, I think it's going to be spring golds. Constantly seeing more damage. It is the capital. School capital goes down. Red Palace goes down, just leaving two last landmarks. Guildhall, who's recently had a withdrawal, and the capital. Capital is getting repaired on up. Arbiters straightforward. More hits there onto the capital. Capital taking more and more of a beating. Of course, environment's pretty urbanized, better for ranged forces. Maybe we gotta either pull out some passive by the Arbiters to get them +1 range and not mention range armor. If they move, that's fine. They're already out of range to begin with. Trebuchet's got flanked, intercepted. Capital is not set ablaze at the moment. Outpost here has been set ablaze. Pink has a pretty good counterattack. And Pink has a good gold and wood stockpile. Food's a little bit low, but gold is an important resource. Yellow has plenty of gold as well, especially having all 5 relics with Regni's Cathedral. He's going to be swimming in gold there. Both sides have one sacred site as well. He's trying to go for a gold keep there on a small, not much gold left there. And there's outpost and keep over here to protect that gold deposit as well. Pink has some gold to work with, but not too much. We have some knights here being picked off by the Arbiters. Good number of these hand cannoneers. French Royal Knights push way forward. He's low in wood, so he has to go for knights and horsemen. Right now, anything will be quite nice. It's probably better to go for horsemen at this moment in time to be a bit more cost effective. But right now, they're low in food and wood. Next round, Jean's champions are actually available. Not a whole lot of wood, so I don't think the school cavalry can be repaired. I actually don't know how much it costs to repair up structures in general. It's either one of those things like players either have the wood for it or they don't. Or have the stone for it or they don't. Generally for stone, they don't. Final gold collection technology for yellow. This will improve the drop-off rate by 15%. Immensely powerful upgrade. Arbiters backing off, does get good hits on these knights, does pick off some of those knights there. John Shapes have been summoned, needs to use the Valorous Inspiration, does use the Valorous Inspiration now. Sounds like the Palings have been deployed on the field as well, giving them increased range and range armor. The Dragon Cannoneers have a power range of 4.5, now these Arbiters have a range of 6. And I'll mention a little bit of extra armor to help survive some hits. Maybe 1 extra hit, since these guys are doing 40-something damage. Actually, it still takes 3 hits to kill them. They'll just try and collect as much wood as possible. More Arbiters, more Royal Knights. We've got now Gilded Knights and more Gilded Hand Cannoneers. John Arc does have some reasons to work with, but is out of gold, which is critical at this moment in time. The Horseman in general wouldn't be half bad. Mangonels could be a possibility. Has elite horsemen, probably does not have elite archers. Don't think he even has veteran archers. Nope, does have veteran archers, no elite archers. Incendiaries, of course, researched. Maybe a round of archers wouldn't be half bad. Got a number of spearmen being employed in the field. Veteran archers may be enough. Hard to say though. I always misjudge Holy Roman Empire or Order of the Dragon since it's the ×2 aspect. School of Cavalry taking a beating. Never fully repaired, so this is still considered destroyed. I think the capital and Guildhall here. Guildhall has a pile of gold. It's probably a good idea to withdraw it from now. She does need gold. Has only 100 gold income from a sacred site. And she's lost a good number of consecrated buildings, so she has lost a decent economic factor in that. Capital taking a beating now. Gilded Knights charging way forward. Another spear them, Cannoneers push way forward. Town center taking some damage. And now the town center is getting repaired on up. And the Order of Dragons players is actually out of food, so may want to tone down gold collection. Does need 33 villagers on gold, particularly when there is also 5 relics ×2 gold income. All sites now captured by yellow as well, giving Sacred Site countdown victory. Queued up a good number of hand cannoneers, Gilded Knights, and Gilded Spearmans. Versus just horsemen and a handful of armoriers. Guildhall has gold. Withdrawal from it. The capital's probably going down. But right now she's also low on food, so to go for some sort of siege weapons, which she may not have infrastructure for at the moment. Bombard does go down all cannon. Another valorous inspiration. Trying to charge way forward, does get picked off there, and does resign. That's Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, I'm a little bit exhausted right now, so I'm going to call the stream a little bit early tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching.